That's what I'm excited for. When you start your NFL career, we're going to see you out there for a full season, and we get to really see you max load a lot of this stuff. Like,
Right.
how does that feel knowing, like, you there now? I mean, you still got to get drafted, but what is a team going to get when they do draft you?
They're going to get a winner, a guy who had that winning, humble mentality. I'm a scratch and claw to stay in this league, so I'm going to do what I got to do to become a receiver one at one point. I'm not going to stop grinding. Just do what I got to do. But a guy that wants to be developed, who knows there's room and space to grow, who wants to get better. But you got a competitor who, at any time that ball's in the air, he's going to go get that.
Right. Welcome, everybody. This is the Highlight Podcast. I'm your host, Ron Carson. We're here today highlighting Colbie Young. He's a football player at the University of Georgia, hailing from New York. And today, he's preparing to go into the NFL draft. And so I brought him on the podcast to kind of share his story, what got him involved with football, what drives his passion, and how he's looking into going into this next chapter of his life. So, Colbie, bro, thanks for joining us, man. Thanks for coming on. You didn't have to do this, this is you definitely giving back, and I appreciate you as independent media. You giving us access to just hear you out, hear what you're passionate about, bro. So
yeah, for sure. I appreciate you having me, man. It's a blessing for sure. Not everybody gets to do it.
Facts, man, facts. So to start it off, man, I'm curious, like, where did you get your motivation, your hustle, like what your grind is on the field? Where'd you get that from?
Yeah, growing up in upstate New York, I mean, Binghamton's not the glit and glamour and everything. Very small town. 14 siblings, 7 brothers, 7 sisters. I got to see it all in life. I got to see the good in life, the bad in life, the grind, what it takes to be a successful man / woman, like everything in life that my family has provided for me, that they showed me. They gave me a blueprint. Being the youngest out of all of them, it's just like, just follow it. Like, I had multiple brothers commit Division I to Division I teams, perform very well in their own path. They had a journey. They almost made it. They had their chance. And it's just seeing what I could do a little extra to be better. And having their path to show me that is why I carry it.
I want to go back to what you said a second ago. You 14 siblings.
Yes, sir.
And so you're the youngest. I'm the youngest out of all my siblings too.
For sure.
And I feel like you get to learn. Like, your parents invest a lot in those first siblings, and it's like by the time it gets to you, you kind of get that, all that knowledge, all that experience. How do you feel like, and even just your decision making, things that you pay attention to, how did they kind of mold you into what you should keep on your radar versus, what you don't even pay attention to?
It's a blessing to have that circle, because I get the advice from people like that's been through it. I know this coming from a genuine place. These are not people that's going to tell me wrong, steer me in the wrong way. If I ever have any doubt, any thought of anything, I can go to any one of my siblings and be like, hey, I'm thinking about this, or something's not clicking right, like, can you explain this more? Or maybe if I'm in the wrong, and I'll be like, hey, I just need a different perspective or something, a different perspective on life, and they're right there in my circle to give me wisdom.
Facts. That's what's up, man. Tell me about what it was like, getting to Georgia. What even made you like want to come to, because you say you grew up in a small town,
right?
Athens in its own way is still kind of like a small town. So
for sure. Just
what made you lean into that?
Yeah, me and my family always talk about Athens is the southern Binghamton. It's like kind of same. Everybody know everybody. It's just a bigger university than the one we got at home. But it was a journey for sure getting here. Coming out of a small town, small high school, really under recruited. Never had I think I had 1, maybe 3 offers that were like considerable. Like, hey, I can actually go play here. The rest of them were just low. Great programs, don't get me wrong, they were great. I just thought I could do a little better. Right. Confusing times going into my senior year, COVID hit, and it's like, I don't know what to do. If I should stay home, I don't really want to go to school while COVID's going around and everything's kind of weird. So I ended up staying home. One of my brothers stayed home too from his senior year. He opted out of that COVID year. So we just stayed home and trained and worked and grinded. Gave me a blessing to go JUCO. And I was just ready. I didn't go JUCO, messing around with college. I came to work, handled my business, ended up going to Miami for those 2 years, And Miami was a great program. I learned a lot. I grew as a person, but I felt like if I had to come out that last year I was at Miami, I wasn't ready to become a pro, be a pro wide receiver. And you see people in this Georgia program just develop and grow and be great. So I just wanted to be a part of that. Who wouldn't want to get a Georgia Bulldog running out that tunnel? It's like amazing. We all look at into that.
Right. So you get into this new land, bro, and like, what is your personal life like outside of just the sports? Like, how do you still kind of maintain what keeps you happy, keeps you like balanced?
Man, I just like to enjoy my peace, honestly. We play a violent sport. You can't live it like that all day, every day. Like, you gotta enjoy your life, enjoy your peace. So I got a beautiful dog, man. We just take long walks, just relax, chill. He gets me, like, if I need any type of sweat or go out and play, do anything just to clear my head. Hanging out with my friends and family, just something, maybe hop on the game, just something that just clear my head, just to get out of the football aspect of things. And now that I'm in the South, I like getting into like the more hunting, fishing things. So shout out to Cade Brock. Yeah, he's DGD. He definitely helped me out a lot. Just fishing, got to shoot my first deer.
Right.
Just experiences that I never would have if I didn't end up coming here. So it was a blessing.
Love, Cade. Are you going to the golf tournament? Are you gonna be here still?
I don't know if I'll be here, but if I'm here, I'm definitely tuned in.
Yeah, I'll be out there. We're gonna catch y'all.
Oh yeah, for
golf
sure.
Tournament, DGD.
Yeah, I'm getting there.
So now, bro, I'm glad that you separate the two, because like it's like, yeah, your professional life, but you still kind of gotta have a life.
Right.
If you were talking to other players, like players that's just coming up, they might not have an opportunity at Georgia, right? What are the intangibles that kind of play into like your development outside of just being with a big name, you know?
Right. You gotta stay true to yourself and grind. It's all in yourself. You gotta believe in yourself. Like I said, coming from that small town, it all circles back. Like, you see these guys and you're like, man, like, that's a 4-star athlete. Like, you can't think like that. You gotta think like, hey, I could be just as good as him. And you gotta figure out, what is he doing that's better than me, or how can I be better than that? And if you just work out those little kinks, and people are going to find you. You see people come from FCS schools, go to the league. Like, talent is going to be found. If you got the talent, you just got to have that work behind it. You can't. A lot of guys that get to the league, 10 out of 10 athletes, the reason why they stay in the league is because they do what they got to do, handle their business, keep their body fresh. Fun is going to come around. You got to always have fun when your career is over, but you got to handle business first.
Facts. In that sense, because, bro, a lot of people, there are some players that are, heavy on the social environment these days, streaming and all that stuff. Where does that lay for you, just in the sense of like, yeah, you got to handle business now. The job's not done. Right. What Colbie say? Work not.
Yeah,
it ain't
job's
done.
not finished.
So how are you getting, locked in even more, like for your next after the draft?
Yeah, it's that hunger. I just got that hunger that I know that I'm not a first-round draft pick. I'm going to have to keep climbing, and I'm going to just keep that hunger from when I first got here. I mean, when I got to Miami, I felt like I was too comfortable. I told my agent, like, I feel like I'm too comfortable here. I'm not pushing myself to be the greatest I could be.
Right.
So where else to go to Georgia to push yourself more? And then you get to the NFL, every guy there to take your spot. They taking money out your pockets, food off your plate. So it's like, I'm not going to let nobody take the food out of my plate. So I'm going to keep grinding.
Do you, is there anything that you felt like you didn't really have all together at first, that like you kind of were able to adjust and kind of grow on?
In my game or in just life?
Just in life. Like,
yeah,
like
absolutely.
In the head, mentally, like just dealing with things.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like I'm the toughest mentally person out there. The stuff I had to do with just growing up all my life, even when I got here, the stuff I had to deal with, it's like a lot of people when I got here, they were like, man, you handled that situation so well. Like, how do you do that? And it's just like, man, I know there's going to be a next day. Like, the day not going to end tomorrow. Today's not going to end at all. There's going to be a next day. I could get better. And I'm always just learning I could get better every day. And I'm never at my peak. I feel like that's how I just go about my mentally life. It's just getting better every day.
Facts. Speaking of that, like, when people are trying to box you in and define you, because like I feel like especially like as black men, stereotypes live and breathe, and they want to box you into a definition or a stereotype, especially out here.
Absolutely.
How do you keep yourself, like, how do you stay true to yourself when everybody else got their own version or depiction of you at that moment? based on the other whatever.
Right. That was one thing that was the hardest part of me. As soon as that situation in 24 happened, I went to go apologize to my family because I just wanted them to know that's not me, who I am at all. And they, without a doubt, didn't believe a second that any of that was true. And they always staying true to yourself. Just, we know who you are. People get paid off of that. I play football. They get paid to breaking news. They want to break the news, even if they don't know you. So I just go about my life like, you don't know who I am for real. And I'm not here to live my life for their entertainment, for their success. I'm here to live for my success. And whoever's in my circle, they're going to help me gain my success. And they're going to make me a better person every day. So to them, they got to feed their families too. So I respect where they coming from. I should have never been in that situation for them to be able to paint that picture around me. And I'm going to keep providing for my family and showing how that's not who I am.
Facts, bro. I'm sorry you had to go through that, man.
Absolutely.
Didn't deserve that. In this game, bro, that took away time, right, from you to play. And like when I look at it, I look at like Kyrie Irving, right? Because Kyrie got injured. Right. He didn't play that much for Duke, but still was eligible and a huge candidate when it came to the draft. Right. And I feel like with you, you had that, and that might have did whatever. But even now today, like as you said, there's still a tomorrow. Right. And after seeing you at the draft and then seeing you at Pro Day a couple days ago, it's like, bro, you got the stock now. Like they see your hands, they see your agility, they see your stride, and especially your burst. Yeah. So sure. It's like, how does it feel that even though all this stuff has been thrown at you, gang, like that you still like rising basically to the top, like to the cream of where you can still chase your dreams.
Right. Just keep chasing. Stay motivated, man. It's just the hunger that I got. Even if I didn't do well at Combine, I would have came back in Pro Day and got more hungry. I would have tried to perform better. There's always just a way to get better, and finding people that like you can inspire. I always I go through my Instagram requests to find somebody that like, hey, can I get a follow and stuff like that? Because that's something like, man, that's what I wanted when I was a kid. Like, I wish a guy would have texted me. It was like, hey, somebody DM'd me. It was like, bro, you one of my favorite players. Like, I want to be like you. I was like, nah, just be better than me. Like, you could find a way to be better than me somehow, and I want to see you at the top. Just giving that little piece of motivation, and then that's what just translates to my game. Like, all right, I got to get better still too.
So who pours into your cup?
My family, for sure. My mother, like I said, she came from Panama, hardworking woman. She never had a day of quit. Made sure I had a father in my life. Made sure she kept the family together, man. Like siblings that her children that are not her children, they call her mom. Mm-hmm. She calls them sons. She calls them daughters. Like, she's just the biggest inspiration to me. And if I needed to call her about anything, she's gonna make sure I'm feeling like the best man that day. And that's what mothers are here for. That's what we praise our mothers for. And Fact. Fathers, too. Fathers could be great. Fathers, I see Zachariah Branch and his dad. That's just motivational to me. Fact. Like, he trained him all the way up, and now his son is about to be in the league. And he got another one that's going to be in the league the next year. Yep. It's just like, man, the things that parenting could do and be great for children and how they inspire, I mean, we really the show of our family. We were the show of our parenting.
Product of what we bred from.
Yes, sir.
Cut from the cloth.
Absolutely.
You man, that's powerful, bro. Because you come up here, you're away from home. Mm-hmm. You're not around family. Who here kind of makes this feel like family while you were here in Athens?
That Georgia connection, that locker room. Never a day that I doubted that them guys didn't have my back. Never a day when I'm on that field that I didn't want to fight for the brother next to me. It's something about the way we work every week, every practice, every day, that just makes everybody just, man, like, if I need to call somebody right now, Dylan Bell, Zach, Noah, any guy in that receiver room, any guy on that team, they'll sit there and answer, talk to my call any day. And if they needed anything to talk to, they can come to me. That's right. Just, my family live over 14,000 or 4,000 miles away. Like, driving, it's kind of hard to stay in touch with my family every second. But when I could go around the corner and go talk to my brother over there, I mean, that's real love.
I see it. You said that your mom is from Panama. Yes. My mom is from Trinidad and Tobago, so we both product of immigrant families. That same work ethic, grind, is bred in us. Mm-hmm. And I think coming to America, they kind of instilled that in us, knowing that we are going to be children of the States, but representing them. How often do you go back home? I mean, not home in New York, but
Panama. Yeah, I haven't made it there yet.
Okay.
Grandpa's over there, grandma's over there. My mom came, I was fall camp, battling sports, but I always show love. I want to get like a little tribute to them in my suit and stuff like that. But yeah, that's home. I started off playing baseball. I wanted to play baseball. Grandpa played in the minors for the Pirates for a while.
Okay.
Great talent and hardworking person out there. But yeah, just show love to them.
That's what's up, bro. I love from the Trinidadian music to the food to the people. I try to go back home as much as I can. I haven't been in a while, but yeah, it's definitely
for sure.
It's a different chip,
Yeah, and it's good seeing that like third world countries type stuff. It gives you it's a humbling experience, honestly. A blessing that we have in America.
For sure. And it teaches you, bro, like even like I had a friend, he's Mexican, right? It gives you more vision because he came to America and gained a lot of skills.
Right.
Put stuff, in his lane of his work or basically like upgraded his knowledge.
Yeah.
He's like, bro, if I go back to Mexico, I want to do this. I want to do this. And like there are places where like they were welcoming for you to come back and develop back home. So, it's interesting how many more options you have when you do see that third world perspective of just what it's like outside of Western culture.
Absolutely.
I think even like how we treat people, like very much so, like, and I mean, maybe this is a small town thing, but in those countries, everybody know everybody in a sense.
It's like a tribe.
Exactly. And so I was just talking about that, bro, because that's like very interesting to me. I didn't know that about you.
Yeah, for sure. Not a lot of people do. For sure.
Yeah, no, good mix. What? How did your folks get over here? I'm just gonna dive into that a little bit.
Yeah, my mom came over here when she was around 8 years old. She left her family, came to live with her aunt at the time. We call her Aunt Daphne, and she moved straight to the city. Brooklyn, New York. All my family's from Brooklyn in the city. I'm the only one from upstate, so kind of get picked on for that. But
I'm the same. I'm the only one from America. Everybody else from Trinidad.
Yeah, so she doesn't speak Spanish. She doesn't like really deep into the Panamanian culture, but all her family, like all her siblings and everyone is still there, and she always on the phone with her father and reaches out, and she makes sure she's still tapped into her family.
Facts. That WhatsApp group chat go crazy.
Yeah, probably. they go
Well, but yeah, bro, how did you feel going into the combine? Just, after everything and now that they invited you, so you qualify. How did that process feel for you?
Yeah, first you get that this is my dream moment. You get like a surreal moment, like, wow, I'm here. I finally made it. But once you get there, you're like, all right, now it's time to handle business. It's time to get paid. Seeing these guys compete, like you're in the training area and you see like, I became friends with Cade Klubnik, great quarterback. Just seeing him throw, see how he works, and it's just like you see these talent. It kind of makes you want to elevate your game. Like, what am I doing? What could I do better? It's always like just a way to kind of like a compete edge. Just being around all these guys, top 5 prospects. Seeing Jordan Love do all his drill workouts made me was like, I need to do something. Like, there's no way I'm gonna come to combine and not do anything. Right. It just wants you to just want to show out. Like, and it's experience that a lot of people have. Like, my brothers didn't get this experience, so like I might as well do what I could do there. I might as well try to show out.
Right.
And then when I get that run and I get that time and I just see all them cheering and blowing up my phone, just hitting me up just to praise me and stuff like that, it's just like, it's a special achievement for sure.
You the hood hope, bro.
Yes, sir.
That's how it's built, man. So yeah, bro, I feel like, there's other things that I kind of want people to know about you. So like, what do you feel like when it comes to Colbie Young that people don't know about?
Man, I'm a blank sheet, what I mean? I'm not nothing like special praise. I'm just a normal guy, man. I see people like when I'm it's funny, a guy in TikTok, like I posted a TikTok, he took a picture of me behind me, and I was just like, man, you could just say what's up. Like, I'm not a Hollywood guy. I'm not. Yeah. I come from, like I said, I want people to say what's up. Like, I'm just a normal guy. I'm not here. I would never turn down like an interview like this. Like, it's an opportunity to build somebody up, build a blessing.
Right.
And
I appreciate that.
I'm just a humble guy.
Well, I guess what I would say is like, Because I feel like sometimes, bro, like that's great, but it might open you to some people that will take advantage of that.
Mm-hmm.
So how have you learned to protect yourself from the people that aren't as genuine towards you?
Yeah, you live and you learn. I realized after that situation I had that you can't trust everybody in this world. Reading the red flags. You got to have those learning experience to grow. If you don't, if everything's peachy and cream for the whole of your life, when you hit a failure, you're just gonna fall. So being able to hit that experience while at a young age, just learning from it, you made me see how I could read people better and see who's genuinely good for my life.
I want to think about I want to talk a little bit about music. So when it comes to like the music that you're listening to today, like what's your playlist? What are you running?
I listen to everything. If you know me, you've been around me, you know I'm a code switcher. I listen to everything, to country, to the hardest rap you could ever think of. Just One Day, or to the throwbacks. I remember me and my brother used to talk about this all the time, is that our dad used to wake up and used to play Rapture of Love and stuff like that. And we used to be like, man, we don't want to listen to this. And now that's like every Thursday I'm playing that. That's my wake-up song. Wishing on a Star is my wake-up song.
Okay.
And it's just like, man, how times has changed. Like we really was like, man, I don't want to hear this, and now it's like I need to hear it now. Like it's something that you just grow. But yeah, I listen to all types of music, everything. Never open to a false song. TikTok really done boost my playlist up a lot, because I hear a song and I'm like, I need that song in my playlist.
Right. Okay. Any favorite concerts? What was the last concert you went to?
Last concert I went to was Rod Wave.
Okay.
You know, he's a person when young and black growing up. Sometimes his music hits kind of hard to the soul. So he's a guy I like to from laid back, chill vibing. Just want to get in my feelings. You know, feel like a young black man. Rod Wave is a guy that very inspirational.
I could play Tombstone on guitar. It's a good amount of Rod Wave songs I've learned how to play.
I want to learn how to play the piano for sure.
Hey man, music
I'll be seeing it. Yeah.
Look, I was just talking to Nazir. He was like, I'm ordering my electric drum kit now.
Mm-hmm.
And I think, like, you know, what I've learned, like, even with all my production work, picking up my guitar, it helps you mellow out.
Right.
It's almost like a zen, you know, like flow state.
Yeah.
So definitely pick that up, man.
There was at times where like I broke my leg and my speaker broke, and like I just felt like I wasn't myself. I'm like, damn, I don't know what it is. Like, what's making me not feel? Bought a new speaker, and I was like, I just need to hear some music. Like, waking up and just hearing some music just make your day just go. You can't be mad when you hear a good tune off the wake up. You know what I'm saying?
Facts. I'm gonna have to send you some stuff that I got in the vault. Some
For
stuff.
sure.
I can't say who, but we'll play some stuff. This episode of the Highlight Podcast is brought to you by Rashid's Cuisine, specializing in food near and far. Today we got a plate, some jerk chicken, some oxtail. Just gonna do a quick taste test for y'all, but make sure y'all go Wednesday through Saturday to get you a plate. And you got to make sure you get you some of the mac and cheese. Rashid makes some of the best mac and cheese. Yeah, man. With that oxtail sauce, can't miss it. Now back to the show.
What made you get into like the whole podcasting scheme though? I've been seeing you. I mean, you're like probably the only photographer I remember, because fun story. It was the Georgia Tech game. It was one of my first games showing out. I couldn't be on the field, and I ended up coming down with the recruit guys, and you snapped a good picture of me. Diamonds, I had the chain dancing, and they made you delete the photo. And I was like,
that. Yeah.
I was like, damn, I was messed up, and I didn't know who he was at the time. I wanted to reach out, and I was like, man, you the only one that like Colbie Young returned to. I was like, appreciate that. I was love,
bro.
though.
I think, bro, for me, man, like I love storytelling.
Mm-hmm.
I love, like, when I started the magazine, the guy, he was running for mayor of Athens, and media outlets were reporting on him. They never let him voice himself. So I started the magazine in the sense of, let me give platform to people for them to speak for themselves and not to be filtered. Freedom of speech.
Right.
And then it turned into like, well, look, here are other spaces where people are like, everybody wants to pay attention to the top dogs.
Mm-hmm.
I want everybody to feel like they're that top dog when they get in front of my camera. You know,
for sure.
I want them to feel like their story is important, the things they face in life. Because, you know, some people's struggles might not relate to other people's struggles.
Mm-hmm.
So they might not be able to relate with that person. But for me, like, I've seen so much of life just like you, you know, I feel a lot of empathy that I do want to make sure that that person feels seen.
Mm-hmm.
Because that little bit of thing pouring into somebody else's cup, visually, storytelling wise, not boxing them in, like it just, for me, that kind of gave me the motivation to say, I'm gonna do this, whether I'm getting paid, whether I know who this person is or not. And I learned that just going and freelancing, you know, and then doing what I did for CNN kind of showed me like, man, I have a voice.
Right.
And this podcast stuff is still so new to me. It's kind of like you, like when somebody's not looking, are you still gonna work as hard or are you just gonna be complacent?
I'm working harder. Exactly.
And so when I realized the things that I can do with this and the places that I can take it, it just like almost like Ryan Coogler and their movies and Sinners.
Yeah.
You see Michael B. Jordan and them 2013 grinding it out, and now they're, you know, on a different stratosphere.
Right.
That's kind of what motivated me, you know, just being able to put in that time, put in those hours. I don't have all the best equipment, don't have all the best mics, but you know,
you're gonna get there soon though.
We're gonna grind. And so, bro, like that's just the thing. And I always want to vibe with people like that. I ain't never been a clout chaser. You know, like even with Future, bro, like if I didn't do my magazine, if I didn't focus on my storytelling, my journalism, my homeboy would have never found my magazine, and he worked at CNN, and he would have never introduced me to Pluto.
Right.
And I would have never, and that's the thing, I don't do like, it's nonprofit work. Yeah. It's not even like in all of the rap mix. So even at that point, I like the genuine side of that.
Right.
You know, so it's always trying to be intentional, bro. Like that's just what I want to do. So even when I took the picture and Buddy's like, oh, you got to get rid of it. I'm like, bro, like, come on, man. Like this is not about you. Yeah. Like, and I feel like that's when people try to control stuff, they want to make it about them. And so I always made sure every time I went back after and they gave me, you know, passes, I said, I'm always going to make sure and do that. So even now when I go, I'm looking at recruits and I'm using my extra long lens to get all the shots for them. Cause it's like, who's paying attention to them when they come there?
Nobody.
And if you're a recruit coming to Georgia and I'm making you feel, you know, seen and special, that's going to make you want to come here.
Right. That's
going to make you want to be in this environment. So it's bigger than me. It's bigger than the school. You know, and that's kind of how I approach a lot of this stuff. It ain't nobody bigger than, like, what ITV Pat say? Right. Ain't nobody bigger than the program, gang. So
yeah, that's a moment I'll never forget. I was like, man. Then I tried to go find the photo. I couldn't find it. I was like,
sorry, man. Yeah, bro.
Yeah, they got on that real quick. They sent me right upstairs to the little suite. They was like, you can't come back out here. I was like, I'm just trying to watch the guys win, bro.
You're right.
Great game.
And bro, so like, tell me what. I mean, the season you got injured, and thank God you back healthy now. You good to go. Them boys about to get all the work out of you. That because like I'm thinking like he's gotten what he needed experience wise. Now y'all really get to see him play for a full season. Like that's what I'm excited for. When you start your NFL career, we're gonna see you out there for a full season, and we get to really see you max load a lot of this stuff. Like, how does that feel knowing like you there now? I mean, you still got to get drafted, but what is a team gonna get when they do draft you?
They're gonna get a winner, a guy who had that winning, humble mentality. I'm a scratch and claw to stay in this league, so I'm gonna do what I gotta do to become a receiver one at one point. I'm not gonna stop grinding. Just do what I gotta do. But a guy that wants to be developed, who knows there's room and space to grow, who wants to get better. But you got a competitor who, at any time that ball's in the air, he's gonna go get that.
Right. And as a man, bro, like, how do you feel like you're gonna be leading your life moving forward? Like, what things are close to your heart that kind of keep you your core? You know, like, because a lot of people can slime out, crash out. The money can go to their head.
Right.
We've seen a lot of players, you know, that have just risked a lot of these opportunities that they get. Like, how does that keep you, you know, straight?
I think my experiences in life so far is gonna keep me straight. I done seen Miami at Miami. I got there and I was young, and I was like, man, I kind of wasted money. And then I get to Georgia and I'm like, what was I doing? You know, like it's an eye-opening experience. Like I think NIL, the world we're in NIL is a blessing for the young athletes because they are now touching money. So now when they get to that level, it's like, all right, bro, I done you're going to spend a little bit of your money. Like, you're going to waste a little bit of money. But now you have that experience. Like, man, I know how to pay taxes. I know how to do this. I know how to invest my money somewhere else. So now I'm touching multi-million-dollar contracts. I can invest this money well, and I can hold on to different money, to generational money that will bless my family for the rest of their lives.
Right.
So, like, I think in that sense is that being here for 5 years, I done had some money that I was able to invest and put to the side. And now, like, I came to Georgia to get my real estate degree and just invest money everywhere. Like, I can let my money make money instead of just living check to check. I don't want to live off of UGA's income and what they pay me. I want to live off of, hey, I'm going to go buy a condo and let that rent pay my rent here. And now I'm going to invest that money into duplex and buy that, let those 2 rents make my next, and then I won't have to spend my NFL contract. So being able to touch money early was like clear, like, hey, and I'm just not an outside guy. Like, don't get me wrong, I like to have fun here and there, but like, I'd rather be in my inner circle. I'd rather be around people I trust and love. I'm not a flashy guy. You can't, going through what I go through, you can't trust everybody in this world. And I don't want to be in a situation to where it's like, man, why was he there? Like, he put himself in that situation.
Right. Man, you said something powerful there, bro. I'm glad that you got your line of thought, put together, because a lot of guys, where I've seen guys come here and, because you got to think, I'm from Athens. 2017, 2018, Nick Chubb and them, Sony were there, my neighbors. Those guys are just like you.
Right.
Not outside, disciplined, focused, and money-wise, they got all that stuff dealt with. And it's a respectable thing, but I've also seen the other side of it where guys crash out and lose that, those opportunities, man. So respect, bro. Like, that
money hungry is different. If you living for money, it's like, man, I'm living for the joy of life, and I'm here to keep benefiting my life every day.
Facts. Golly, man, it was such a great interview. I want to try to think of some other stuff we can talk about. What are some of like your favorite media stuff, like movies, shows?
My favorite movie is Forrest Gump. I think if you really watch that movie and like all the stuff he's been through and all that, it's just like a inspirational movie, as funny as
hero
well.
Story.
Yeah, for real hero story. But
he wasn't the most top notch
at all.
But gotta have that heart in.
He got the job done in any way. Shows. Do you ever watch Cross before?
No, but I've heard about it.
Cross is a great show. My cousin put me on to that. It was surprising. I was like, wow. It's actually a good show. I got a lot of shows that I just tune into. I kind of fall asleep fast once I'm too comfortable. So I'm more of a movie guy. I just watched Scream 7. I thought it was pretty good. It's kind of.
I had to go check it out.
Yeah,
Marlon Wayne's going crazy with this Scream series.
It's not bad, but it's all right. I'm just a chill person,
I like it, bro. That means you're not gonna get in no mess, man. I ain't gonna lie. Seeing what happened to one of these boys down in Miami a couple of months ago, it's crazy, man.
Yeah, man.
It's crazy. What'd you think about the Super Bowl?
I was neutral,
Okay.
I had Jared Wilson obviously on the Patriots, but I also played with Elijah Arroyo over there on Seahawks. Yeah. So it's like I was tuned in. Being able to, I went back. Elijah trains down where I was training at for the combine. So just seeing him come in, he got his Super Bowl gear on. I'm like, bro, I'm that close. I'm that close to hopefully getting experience to play for a Super Bowl one day. And I'm like, just picking his brain, bro, like about, because it's a long season there. And like, how do you manage that mentally? Just doing that. And like, that's a blessing that I got to be in. I got people like that I can call up. Like, I got NFL people like our friends, and it's like, bro, I'm gonna use them as resources to benefit my life when I get there.
Right. Who are some of the other folks, just if you can mention them, like that kind of pour into you, give you that, or even not even in the league no more, like, or might still be in the league, like kind of just.
Yeah, I reach out to like, I know more current people, Tyreek Stevenson, Cam Kitchens. Those are 2 guys that I played with at Miami who are top-notch athletes. I mean, they're still going in the league right now. I got at the Shrine Bowl, I was blessed to hear from Steve Smith, which he's very blunt. He's going to keep it 100. He does his little podcast stuff. He's a funny guy, but he's been through a lot of stuff in his life, off field and on field, and Hall of Fame receiver, top-notch dog, and just explaining how his mental, he go through it. Someone I'm eventually reach out to when I get a little more comfortable out there, and hopefully I know he'll respond back, but yeah, Steve Smith is another guy who I'll definitely like stay in contact with a lot.
Yeah, what were some of like your favorite players growing up?
Julio Jones is my favorite receiver of all time.
Wow, bro, and not to lie, y'all are similar.
Yeah.
Similar.
Julio Jones is a freak. There's someone who I idled my game after. Megatron, obviously, another guy who just those bigger receivers. Shout out to Randy too, but I love those two guys. Those are kept them really close. Underdog Calvin Benjamin was another guy who you just throw it up, you're going to take it off the backboard, go on somebody's head. And currently, I really like T. Higgins and Drake London. I actually got to meet T. Higgins at a Clemson camp.
Okay.
Got a picture with him and Justin Ross.
What
two great guys.
What did he put you on? What was that conversation like?
Man, they were still in their young ages. So
okay.
It was their college career. So they were kind of goofy, but it's just seeing them. Like I said, I went to a Clemson camp coming from Binghamton, New York. I showed out there, and then I was just like being able to. I'm like chilling with these guys. I'm like, these are 4-star guys, and I'm like, what can I do to be better? Like, how can I be like them?
It's really they say, show me your friends, I'll show you who you are.
Mm-hmm.
And like that was what happened with me in photography. A mentor in the 8th grade saw him. He was 20 years older than me, but hey, put a camera in my hand, and it's like you see where you want to be.
Mm-hmm.
It motivates you to want to go further, and that even starting the magazine, he kind of put me on that. So it's like I'm big on those relationships,
right?
Especially when people want to see you doing good.
That's I'm gonna surround myself with people that want to win,
right? I want to mention or ask you about this too. What philanthropic? Is there anything philanthropic that you're passionate about, or that you maybe have a vision for later on? Or?
Yeah, I mean success, honestly,
for sure,
always. But just being a great person at heart. I'm always just want to be I'm a people person.
Right.
Anybody ever need anything, like I'm always here. Like I feel passionate of bringing joy to other people.
Right. So like for example, Future, he got his nonprofit called Free Wishes, right? And like what he did was at his old high school, which is where Nazir and Gerald Everett, they all went there, Columbia, and he renovated the football, the gym. What kind of ways would you, whether if it's back home or I don't know if you have any interest of doing any nonprofit stuff in Athens, but because I mean, like, just how would you approach that? Is that something you would be interested in? Is there any kind of like cause that you like? I like that, or I like seeing organizations like that.
Yeah, I love the my big thing is every Sunday I go feed the homeless over there on the corner, where the hill is.
Okay.
Yeah. I go over there, bring them McDonald's, stuff like that. Just simple. I buy like 80 burgers and feed the homeless. So like that's something, giving back has always been a thing I love to do. I always here to help out anybody. I never really looked into like doing my own organization yet. Kind of when I get like a more stable lifestyle going on, I'll definitely look into that. But just always reach out to the guys back at school. Just making sure, back in Binghamton, just making sure they are all right. If they need anything mentally, check. And then once I'm more stable, I'm going to help them out as well. Yeah,
they're going to ask you, come talk, man. They're going to say, come talk to the kids.
Yeah, for sure. I've never been shy to talk it. Thing is, I'm going to keep it real, though. Like,
facts.
It's hard.
What's some of those real facts that you had to tell them, though?
I mean, a lot of things is I was God-gifted, blessed. I'm 6'4", 215. Like, not everyone's built like me, but it don't mean that you can't make it. You just got to work harder than me.
Look at Zach.
I'm an eye. When people look at me, I catch their eyes. Like, they see me. You're probably, if you're 5'11", run faster. Make sure they see you. Just because I'm bigger than you don't mean you can't be better than me. Steve Smith, just to provide. That guy's not the biggest guy in the world, but
facts.
His heart was bigger than everybody's, and he really wanted it. So you got to show people how you want it more.
I mean, even people like Ryan Clark, like I see RC and I'm like, he was out there doing that.
Yeah.
RC was going crazy. So it's
it's that want. If you want it, you can go get it.
Facts. Trying to think of anything. You got any other questions for me, bro?
I appreciate you. That was a blessing. Beautiful Friday, just chilling, relaxing.
Okay. One second, bro. I think all right, so Colbie just did his pro day work, and we was out there covering it. You probably seen some of the clips that we've been posting, but we were really trying to give the players just some stuff to show, like, hey, like, we see the work that y'all are doing, and we want to highlight y'all. And so this is a video, a boss filmed by me and him. Let's see. It's gonna be Colbie first time seeing it.
Yeah, for sure.
know they know me, I put on the city. Can't come near me, hoes ain't got a bill like nigga. Hood millionaire, I still get you down that level. Your wife ain't got a chance with me, she acting like a miss. I promise.
Rich ass dork.
Every young take, hold up in a face, a nigga geek. Couldn't fuck on her in the swag and she was 20 G. 35, still in college, I pay her degree. Soon as this bitch finished with the news, I mean my BBC. Ride with trust, these niggas fine.
Alright, okay, cool.
Yeah, bro.
Don't play around. Good song choice. Good song choice.
Yeah,
tough.
man. We proud of you, bro. Thank you for coming to Athens, man.
Yes,
you know,
sir.
I hope that as you do your career, if there's anything that we can offer you here, bro, we'd love to help you. We'd love to support you as you go, you know, further and chase your dreams. The city, you know, there is a slight disconnect between that side and the city, but bro, just know, you know, if you ever need to come back out here, we got you. Like,
For sure.
Yeah, I mean, I know Georgia got you for sure.
Yeah.
But, you know, when you come back, hit us up. We'll take care of you too, fam.
I always remember the ones I look out for sure.
For sure, fam. Thanks for coming, bro.
Brother.